Yo! FM Campbell here, welcome to another episode of the Building a Force series. We are managing York City, as you can see, and we'll just get straight into it. And where we left you off last, there's been quite a few games. I'm trying to get through quite a few games each episode because obviously we're only getting 2 episodes a week. So I'm kind of spacing out the games that we do quite drastically, if you like. I mean, the last time we played with you was against Bradford City, which unfortunately we lost in the FA Cup first round replay on penalties, which was a shame. Away from home, we should have beaten really at home, but there wasn't to be. So yeah, as you can see, there's been a lot of games since then, and there will also be a lot of games in the next episode when we complete the Aston Villa series, which is we're doing quite well in, I have to say. So don't forget to go check that out if you want to. When we complete that, this will become the main series on the channel, and the games should be closer together, hopefully. And yeah, we may also, it may come to a point where I might do monthly updates and not do live games as such, but I will do the important games this season, not just cup finals and things like that, but I will do like big rivalry games or games that could mean something for our season and cover them live. But the basic thing behind that is I can kind of play ahead of myself a little bit, just in case there ever becomes a day where well, for example, last week I had upload issues, so it meant that we kind of had to have 2 uploaded on the same day, so I had to quickly go and put the work in and get them 2 uploaded on the same day, whereas I'd be able to be more prepared for that if I'm able to play ahead without having to do a live episode every sort of now and then. So that is the reason behind that, and that is what the future holds for the series. But there will still be loads of live games. Not obviously in the Aston Villa series, we only do cup finals or deadline days, or last day of the season, sorry, things like that. Whereas in this one, we'll be doing important games throughout the season, what I think is important for you guys to see. So we'll get into what's been going on since that loss, or since the penalties loss in the FA Cup. We played Crewe and we went on a nice string of victories in Sky Bet League 1. We won 3 in a row. Crewe, we started off with a 2-0 victory, Josh Carson getting both of the goals. Then Shrewsbury, we beat 3-2, Wes Fletcher with a hat-trick, and also in that game, Wes Fletcher's first goal come within 14 seconds, and it is actually now a new Sky Bet League 1 record of the fastest goal. In fact, do you know what? We'll show you it now. But yeah, it is a League 1 record, and yeah, we won 3-2 overall. I want to see the goal, so hopefully this will show the first goal. So it's generating the match report. So yeah, it's actually, I've already said this already, but the fastest goal ever in Sky Bet League 1, and it was done by Mr. Wes Fletcher, the man himself, the man that was absolutely unreal. So his kick-off, look, Suarez into Hannah, Hannah into McDonald, McDonald plays it forward to Fletcher, he beats his man, and he beats another man, and he slots it home, and it is the fastest goal ever in League 1 in this series, in this save. So yeah, great to have that on our record so far. We did win the game 3-2. As I said, it was a Wes Fletcher hat-trick. Mason Bennett scored twice for Shrewsbury. We then played Tranmere. We beat them 4-1. Wes Fletcher again with scoring again. This time with 2 goals, so that's 5 goals in 2 games. Josh Carson with the other, and Tom Suarez with the third in the 89th minute, and Cole Stockton got the consolation goal for Tranmere. We then had a draw against Portsmouth. Apparently this was like a big thing, and we were underdogs and all this stuff, but Portsmouth are a lot lower in the league, well, at the time were. We drew 1-1. Hugo Rodallega, you may remember him from his days he's been at Fulham and teams like that, and at Wigan. And Adam McDonald got the goal for us. A little bit funny one with Adam McDonald. He's been playing quite a few games, yet he started to moan about first team football, which was strange. I couldn't really understand why. I even went in, like, as he said, like, oh, I want to be getting more first team football. I had a look at him and I looked into my tactics, and he was actually in the team in the game the day before he started moaning. So very, very strange. But we did go on a free game run without a win. After we're having a 3-game run, just wins. But yeah, Portsmouth, and then we played Swindon. We lost 2-1 at home. Should have beaten them, really. They were quite low down in the league. I know they've been doing well in real life, but we should have beaten them, I have to admit. Wes Fletcher penalty in the 60th minute after a 58th minute 1-0 lead from Andrew Williams. And Andrew Williams, well, Liam Donnelly was sent off in the 81st minute, and they capitalised on that. And Andrew Williams got the winner in the 85th minute of the game, which was a real kick in the teeth, as we were doing quite well, to be fair. And then it just all fell away. Sheffield United, though, we drew 1-1. Michael Coulson getting a late equaliser in the 87th minute. Josh Doherty scored in the 76th minute, and it finished 1-1 in the game, as I said, so a nice point on the board. Barnsley, we finally got a victory against. We beat them 3-1. The goals from Leecroft with, I think, it could be his first goal of the season. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Marlon Pack and Adam McDonnell again scoring. Adam McDonnell has been an absolute beast so far. Him and it was Hannah just before this episode. Now it's McDonnell. Simeon Jackson got the only goal for Barnsley. Then we lost 2-1 to Blackpool. We weren't favourites for this game, to be fair. We did a little bit of rotation in the squad because we had players out on international duty, and we also had very, very tired players as well. As you can see, there's gaps between the games, 31st and the 2nd and the 7th, so 3 games in a week. We lost 2-1 to Blackpool. Tom Youngs with the only goal for us. Formos Mendy got 2 goals for Blackpool in the 19th and 22nd minutes. So it all happened in the first 22 minutes, and it ended 2-1 to Blackpool. We then again couldn't bloody beat Bradford. It was again another draw. This is the 3rd time we played them throughout the season. We've drawn 3 times, twice in the FA Cup and once in the league. Have we played them already? How did we do in the league against them? Oh, we lost. So we haven't beaten them all season. So we've lost 1 and drawn 3. But we drew 2-2. Alan Sheehan and Connor Washington scored for Bradford. Then the goal scorers for us, Michael O'Connor with a penalty in the 39th minute back from injury, and Thiago Casasola back from suspension, also scoring in the 44th minute, putting another point on the board. Going to the league, however, it is very, very tight, I have to admit. We have been at one point we were in, like, during a game we were in 2nd, but we've fallen away a little bit. As you can see, we're now 8 points off 2nd. Awkwardly, Oxford are doing so well, considering they won the league in League 2, and the 2 of us were promoted, along with, I think, Tranmere. How are Tranmere doing? Tranmere in 16th, so they're not doing too bad to be considering. If we have a look at the actual season preview, is it season preview? Yeah. So the 3 of us were predicted to go back down. Oxford were predicted to finish bottom of the league, so they are doing extremely well. Tranmere are doing well, and obviously we're doing well as well. Our target for the league is to put a fight up to stay up in the league. And we're well beyond doing that. At the minute we are 19 points clear of relegation, excuse me. So I am absolutely buzzing at the moment. A little bit disappointed that we had these sort of the topsy-turvy, well, since we last had an episode on Tuesday, which is a little bit of a disappointment because, I mean, I really think if 1 goal in a couple of games, like, it changes our league season drastically. We're only a point off the playoffs. We are 8 points off the automatic promotion spots. Chesterfield, however, have had a drop in form. They were, in the last episode, quite a considerable amount of points ahead of everyone else. So they've had a drop of form. They beat us 2-1 within the last update. So, I mean, it's realistic that we could finish in the playoff spots here. We are well over halfway through. Well, we're 2 games past halfway in the season. There are a couple of teams around us that have a game in hand. To note, Sheffield United, Blackpool, the 2 teams above us, that they have games in hand. So hopefully they can, well, they don't get the wins that they're looking for. It looks quite tough for Crewe down at the bottom in 24th place. It looks like they could fall away and they could go down to League 2. Similar with Rochdale as well, but Shrewsbury, Swindon and Gillingham and Rotherham and Barnsley, they're kind of all in a fight to stay up. But Crewe and Rochdale are really, really struggling. Although Rochdale's only 4 points, it's not too bad, but Crewe are struggling. They need to get hit a good run of form, I guess. A couple of updates to go through. Colio was injured out with a strained wrist after the Crewe game, which was here. He was out for 2 weeks, so he missed a couple of games. Wes Fletcher's 14-second goal was a new League 1 record again in the Shrewsbury game, as you know. The board are absolutely delighted with us at the moment, so much that they actually offered us a new contract. The board extended our contract until 2018. We're now on 1.2k a week, which is £100 more than what we were on previously. It makes our job status 100%. It is 2 years, well, it's just over a year that it's basically gonna cost them a lot. As you can see, since it would cost a considerable sum of money to terminate the manager's contract early, his job security is much stronger. So we've got 100% job status, which I have never, ever, ever had on Football Manager period. I think the highest I ever had was 90%, and that's because I'd finished in the top 4 with Wigan, the season that Wigan were in the Premier League, so quite a while ago, as you can guess. So other than that, I can't really remember a time. Oh, actually, I did a Pentagon challenge. I tell a lie, I did a Pentagon challenge on FM14, and I was Jomo Cosmos manager in South Africa. and I had like a 95%. I never had 100% though. Although I guess we just signed a new contract, so that's probably the reason behind that. We finally lost the game after 5 games in the Swindon game, as you can see. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last loss was against Scunthorpe on the 29th of October, so that's quite good. So yeah, that was a considerable amount of time that we went without a loss, which is great news. We won Manager of the Month for December, so the first time we've won Manager of the Month. Whoopee. Although I don't really know how. No, sorry, we were in December, we won it for November. I was going to say we lost 2 games and drew 2 games. So yeah, for this period here, we actually got Manager of the Month. So it wasn't technically November Manager of the Month, but we received it in December. Josh Carson has signed a new deal. He's now on. This is a real strange one. Considering we've got Upper League, we offered him a new contract last year. Year before. Was it last year? No, he never got a new contract actually. In the league below, he was on £1,800. We offered him a new deal, and he asked for less. He actually asked for £1,600. I got him down to £1,500 a week. So we're saving ourselves £300, and we're in a higher league. So his value has rocketed up to 525k, which is crazy. But he is still, according to our assistant, a very, very good player. He's still not hit his potential. But yeah, Josh Carson has been a bit of a beat. Well, he's been topsy-turvy, but he's doing well. He's got 5 goals and 21 appearances from the left-hand side. And he rotates to the right as well, which is not too bad. But yeah, so we signed him a new deal. He now stays with the club until 2018, which is good news. Coulson is, I mentioned in the last episode, we had injury problems. A lot of these players have been coming back now. Coulson was injured for 2 to 3 weeks with a twisted knee. He's due back in 2 days' time, so not too long. Josh Harrop obviously got that long-term injury, which is a proper bitch. 12 days to 3 weeks, so he is slowly coming back. Marlon Pack from yellow cards is, or 10 yellow cards as you can see, has been suspended for 1 game. So he is not available today, but we will get into the game today. Today we are playing Gillingham at home. They are in 20th position in the league, so really we should be winning this game. They've been known for playing a 5-3-2. This is the team that we're currently playing. Who should we drop O'Connor? I think we'll drop O'Connor and bring in Hannah. Hannah's a little bit more fit. Josh Carson has had a real bad dip in form. I think we're going to have a quick word with him and just say, look mate, let's just warn him, criticise recent form. You have to start playing to the highest standard if you want to be the first team. I can improve. I showed that I can be an important player for you. Good. This should hopefully give him a kick up the backside. Wes Fletcher's actually dropped in form after having a great run of goals in a couple of games earlier on. Should we play Liam Donnelly? No, Connolly's in good form, 7.16. It's just Josh Carson that I'm concerned about. We've got Sellers that we can bring on, and we've got Croft that we're playing on the right. We've also, that means, oh no, we won't have Coulson because he's injured. But yeah, I think that's what we'll go for. We'll maybe bring on Youngs at some point in the game if Wes Fletcher doesn't get a goal. And also maybe O'Connor as well. But Danny Fox, by the way, I'm not in the last 5 games, but he's been a bit of a revelation. So yeah, we've been training attacking movement a lot recently because I want to start just basically scoring more than the opponent rather than worrying too much about how many we concede. And it is kind of half working, coming off, but we've been working on our tactics and our team cohesion for quite a while because obviously there's been a lot going on with rotation in the squad, and I've adapted the tactic quite recently as well. That's now almost 100%, so we've been looking at attacking movement. Just to let you know as well, we are actually in January and I haven't even bought a player. There are no free players that I like enough to replace the players that we currently have in the first team. So yeah, there hasn't been any business, and I think for the first time ever in a transfer window, so first time ever being 100% job status, and the first time ever going for a transfer window and not buying a player. We've been trying to loan out a couple of players in the under-21s. We've still got McComb and Ilsanmi that we're trying to loan out, and a couple of the youngsters that we signed. As Grimes takes a free kick for Gillingham and puts them 1-0 up, and we're going to assertively demand more, I think, before this highlight kicks in. Demand more, confirm. But it's 1-0 to Gillingham, and that is not good. That is not good at all. In the 14th minute, as we come up with the replays, it loads the highlight very slowly for some stupid reason. Here we go. So Grimes takes a free kick for Gillingham. It's a packed out house at the York City Community Stadium. And what a free kick, to be fair. If you're going to score a goal, that's the way to do it. But that is also their first shot. We've only had 2 shots ourselves. They're looking frustrated, a couple of the players. I've assertively demanded more. Hopefully they can push forward and we can get an earlier equaliser than later. Come on, boys. If this is another curse of the live bloody episode, we've dropped down to 8th position at the moment. But that means, looking at the table, if we can turn this round, currently we would go up to 6th position. We would go in the playoff spots. Danny Fox with a throw-in out to Wes Fletcher. What the hell are you doing out there? You should be in the box. Hannah, McDonald, he's going to lose the ball. Tootle, I thought Eastman was going to miss it then. Ah, for what are you doing? You've kicked it at him. Kennedy comes forward. Suarez do not get. He's already booked. The guy loves a booking. Croft, McDonald. Fletcher's offside. He's offside. You can see that a mile off. The liner hasn't moved, and that is why Fletcher is offside. I am very concerned about Suarez already being on a yellow card. Him and Marlon Pack just love a yellow at the moment. It's so annoying. But we're going to go through to half-time, and we're going to be 1-0 down, and I am going to kick off. They're in 18th place, Gillingham, and we're at home. Well, they're in 20th before the game. So we've had a bit of a moan. So who's that 6.3? Is that Croft? Why is he not reacted well? Suarez, Jesus Christ, I get so nervous. There's 3 tackles there. Living life on the edge, ain't ya? McDonald loses the ball. That'll be the end of the highlight. Casasola again not having a good game. He's a strange one, Casasola. He's by far our best centre-back, but he either has a great game or a terrible game. Really, really bad. George Ray and Cummins have been moaning. Foxo, I'll interrupt myself. McDonald flicks it on. It's going to... Eastman. Was that a save? Is that Pereira, the Man United Pereira? Surely not. Danny Fox offside. What a save that was. Corner kick. Croft swings it in. It's an own goal. Egan own goal. God knows what he's doing. God knows. Is that the... I think that is the Pereira. I remember him liking number 49 at United. What is he? It's a slide tackle. What is he doing? And Pereira's, let's be honest, fucked that right up. But it is 1-1. And we climb back up to 7th position with 43 points. We will not go any higher than this as it stands though. Blackpool, Sheffield United are winning. How's Black... Well, they must be... Oh, it's over the bar. How are we doing? Where's Blackpool? Are they playing? They must be playing. Or Sheffield United are definitely playing. Anyway, Sheffield United are 1-0 up. Blackpool... they have 2 games in hand on Blackpool. I think we're going to make a change very soon. Casasola is really worrying. Oh, hold on. Fox. Out to Suarez, back to Fox. Delayed commentary there. What a ball in. Carson. Swing that in. Put it in. Put it in. McDonald. Oh. Blocks. And that will be a clear-cut chance, surely. Probably should have put that away. Will the highlight continue? No, it will not. Oxford are winning. They are 1-0 up. And they are catching Chesterfield, let's be honest. We're going to make a change. I'm worried about Suarez. We're going to bring O'Connor on. Casasola. I don't like to change centre-back partnerships, really. Let's put Dickinson in there. I've never tried him at centre-back, and he can play there. And he's better than Cummins, so... and I think we'll take Wes Fletcher off. He hasn't scored, so on comes Tong Young. So we're making 3 substitutions, and we're going to passionately tell them to push forward. Not demand more. We'll pause it quickly before anything happens. We're going to passionately tell them to push forward. Hopefully we can push on for the winner. We've got to be beating these. Oh, here we go. They've got the ball though. Kennedy. Tackled by McDonald. He is onside. He is played onside by Danny Fox. And they've missed it. And that will be a clear-cut chance. Most definitely. Oh, it's a save. Or a tackle. I couldn't even tell you. Grimes is going to take the corner though for Gillingham. Can we clear this? Oh my God, Croft. He's going to play that back out wide, surely. No. Martin, lots of room. Way too much room. And it's going to be another corner. Oh, I'm going to go overload. We've got an anchor man in there anyway, so overload will be fine. Dickinson. 89th minute. Hannah. Oh. Grimes going to clear. Pereira. He smashed outfield. Please win that. Please win that. Oh no. McDonald's coming forward. They have scored a 90th minute winner. What is it with this series with us conceding late goals? I know we've gone overload, but... Oh, that is so annoying. Curse of the live episode. We've got 2 men there. We have 2 men there that have both missed the ball. One of them's just run past him. And the keeper can't do anything, and I am pissed. I'm going to aggressively tell him to concentrate. Seems very frustrated. I would be frustrated. This is going to be the end of the game. 5 seconds to go. So annoying. That is, I am kicking off. We have dominated possession. We had more shots than them, more shots on target than them, and I'm going to aggressively tell them you're not good enough tonight. Absolutely furious with that. How are we losing that 2-1? Not good enough. Really is not good enough. We'll have a look, see where that leaves us in the league as we wait for it to leave game. So we are currently sat in 8th position, and we are now 4 points off the playoffs, and they have 2 games in hand. Blackpool have 2 games in hand, although Sheffield United have 1 game in hand, and it is not looking good for the playoffs at the moment. We do need to turn this round, but that will fall to late defeat. After appearing to just have the edge in this hard-fought battle, York City's players and fans will be disappointed to have lost 2-1 to Gillingham, team they consider to be their equal. They're equal. They're like down at the bottom. Ugh. He didn't even put like, oh, Campbell kicks off. Anyway, not a good live episode, and a frustrating bloody last-minute goal again. Very, very frustrating. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, remember to leave a like. If you've seen anything in that game and you're thinking, why have you done that? Well, I know, me personally, I'm going to say going overload probably maybe cost us that. Probably a poor decision from us. But it did put us in attacking mode. And it can go either way, I guess. And it's just how the cookie crumbles. But remember to leave a like if you have enjoyed the episode. Remember to leave a comment in the comment section below. And remember to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this sort of content and you want to see more. Don't forget about the Aston Villa series. And a little bit of information, the World Network game is set to return very, very soon on a probably not this Saturday, or maybe this Saturday. We're not too sure yet. It is in the planning to get that back and running again, but so stay tuned for that. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next Tuesday for the next episode. Peace.